All right, going over some details on the D130 wing. This particular airplane, the way this wing was made, I had some issues with the original molds that we cut. So the plugs that came out of those molds were compromised, and I wasn't able to use them without fixing them. And so I ended up having to paint them and do some body work and things like that to fit all of these parts. And in the process, there's some small discrepancies, mainly like the airfoil got a tiny bit thicker in here and a little bit thinner in here from, sanding it a little bit much here. And so I'm making this video so I can send to a buddy of mine that's helping me model up the tools and things, to try to explain, where we're at. And we've gone over a lot of stuff. Took me 17 different ribs and sets, moving stuff like a few thousandths here and there until I finally got a rib that fit perfectly on the left. And then the airfoil, the OML, the outer airfoil is identical on the other side, but the pin locations and the slight rotation of the joiner is, just moved a little bit. And so we have the wing here. The wing has dihedral, and the joiner that's inside here is on the same plane as this dihedral angle. So I think this may be 1 degree, and I think the joiner is also on 1 degree, but it is on the same plane as this trailing edge. This 90 degrees does not represent off of the construction plane. It's actually 90 degrees to the trailing edge plane. So this is square to the trailing edge. On this side, it's not square to the trailing edge, and that's probably because I blocked it and bonded it or whatever I did. But this one, it's 1 degree off of 90, and it's open at the bottom, so it's like undercut here. This one's 91, so it's a degree heavy, and it's open at the top, which lines up with that being open at the bottom. So this angle is actually out this way. I'm exaggerating, but it's out that way compared to the trailing edge. It's not square with the trailing edge, it's actually rotated outward.